Hey guys, let's get this out of the way right now. So YouTube monetization has become a massive, massive problem. Everyone's getting demonetized left, right, and center. People that don't deserve it. Tone Loc, for example, of Downward Thrust has been demonetized. Everyone is getting it. And I want to talk about my experience with demonetization and talk about why I haven't invested much time into my content. And it's a very simple fact, and I'm going to be upfront and completely blunt about it. When I used to make MLP, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic reaction videos, I uploaded the full episode with my commentary on it. Yes, that's not allowed. I've uploaded more videos with copyrighted music in it because I feel like if it's used for a reason, it's fine and used in a transformative purpose. So, I actually just recently got a copyright, actually I did get a strike from whoever owns, I think it's Turner Broadcasting, whoever owns Rick and Morty, the company who actually has the rights to it. I got a strike from them. And Bill Weir, the guy who basically made the History of the World, video, Bill Wirtz, he actually sent me a, not a takedown notice, but he did copyright claim my video. But he didn't, he did a whatever. So, I've tiptoed and I've walked over the line of copyright for years because I feel like reaction videos I have my thoughts on them. I'm not going to get into why, but I will talk about this. People's channels that rely on their videos being seen by a lot of people and those ads then playing on them are being screwed over completely. Meanwhile, you have people like Logan Paul and people at the top of the YouTube food chain who are winning, per se. They are making hand over fist money. They are making a crap ton of money, so much that they can afford a mansion. Even if they're renting it, they can afford it in Los Angeles. There is a problem going on with YouTube, and we've been noticing it for a long time. I've been noticing it, which is why I've backed off with my content. People are getting burnt out. People are chasing the dragon, if you will. They're trying to chase this idea that they will receive high-end partnership. So, what is this copyright strike of Rick and Morty, which was called Rack and Marty? It was ridiculous. It was the first episode. I'm taking my strike where I don't really care. My channels, whatever. What does this mean for someone who has not tiptoed over the line, in fact, has tried to avoid the line, and their videos have to be manually reviewed for monetization purposes, which is after 1,000 views, which sometimes is hard to get for some people. What does that mean? Well, it means very, very simply put, people are being screwed out of their livelihood. Now, you could say, why would you go after something such as fickle as this? Your audiences are fickle, your advertisers are fickle, everyone's fickle, the entire bot is fickle. Why would you go after something that is just so damn fickle? It's because, I hate to say it, but YouTube is an addiction. YouTube has basically become an addiction for its content creators. People that are, you can disagree with me. I agree. I'm perfectly open to having a debate and open dialogue about this. But YouTube, to me, and what I've seen to other people, when they're getting burnt out, is an addiction. Because they keep on grinding, they keep on making these videos and churning them out to appease their fickle fans, their fickle audiences. If they try to do something new, which they're always encouraged to do by YouTube themselves, by Google, by YouTube's top creators, they are given almost no chance by their fans. Their fans are going to leave them in droves if they change their content. Because, again, their audiences are fickle. Completely fickle, and it's absolute garbage. You as a content creator, you as an artist, should not be limited by what your audience wants. But that is the way show business goes. And if you aren't giving them what they want, they're going to find the next person. And how this relates to everything is the next person is going to be even more hungry and more likely to get burnt out and prepared for it, or at least they think they are. This demonetization garbage is just that. It's pure, unfiltered garbage. There is nothing to say and nothing else to say on it. It is just pure trash. I have seen channels rise and I have seen channels fall. Channels over the last, since 2006, I've seen channels rise and fall. There are channels you probably don't even remember that were very popular back in the day. It's funny, Ray William Johnson, if you remember that name, used to have a channel. He used to have a thing with Obama. It was called Capitol Hill Gangster, or Gangsta. People like, before Keemstar, before all of these people, there was Lonely Girl 15, I think, or 115. There was friggin' Fred. I mean, you know, YouTube is different. YouTube has changed in the last 4 years, for sure. And as much shit as I give to MatPat with Game Theory, at least he stayed consistent with his content. He's changed things up, but he's stayed consistent. He's had continuity throughout everything. He's got things wrong, and he continues to get things wrong, but he's human. And as long as he recognizes that there's not a single problem. It's when he starts saying that he's right and trying to bash it, push his opinion down your throat, that's when the problem. That's when people act out to it. Is he hypocritical? Yes. I mean, we all are. To say we're not would be absolute nonsense. But monetization, back to demonetization. When someone's channel, who is doing their absolute best to tiptoe around something, to essentially have to walk on eggshells because their girlfriend, if you will, is completely unstable, their partner is completely unstable, they're not going to be the best people they can be. This is coming from someone who was like that. When I was in a miserable state because of a girlfriend. And when we broke up, it hurt, but I needed it. It needed to happen. I hate to say it, but YouTube and your content creators, you need to have a break. You need to have a breakup because YouTube is not going to change and the content creators cannot change because they are going to lose their livelihood if they do so. And so we're going to have G-rated, maybe PG-rated content that is so bottom of the barrel, lowest common denominator, family-friendly garbage. And anyone who makes videos for fun is enjoying this far more. So the reason I brought up my thing about MLP reaction videos is I have not made any money from YouTube. I have one channel that is partnered with TGN or Broadband TV. I have made from that channel, my McDovin channel, I've made nothing. From that channel, I have made $1, if that, in my years as a content creator. Putting in 12 to 20 plus hours of editing for a video and not making a cent on it is disheartening. The reality of being a content creator on this platform is you have to be ready to suck a lot of dick. You think I'm kidding? I kind of am, but at the same time, I'm being kind of serious. You have to kiss a lot of ass. You have to bend over backwards and bend over forwards and just take it. You have to take it by YouTube because, frankly, they don't care about you. If you're not making the money, they could give a damn less about you. They literally throw you to the side and say, next person in this line of this processing factory that we have, this next hip young person that we have. It's not so much that Google is a terrible company. They've done some great things. YouTube has been a landscape of exceptional content and exceptional content creators. And I've made some friends because of YouTube. But YouTube has become way too dark. And YouTube has focused far too much on their top earners. Not enough on the little guys. Back when partnership meant something, that's when YouTube cared. That's when people cared about YouTube. Back when you got earned partnership, you grinded and it actually meant something. You could make some money on the side. And people were quitting their jobs to work full-time on YouTube. You know what's happening with Twitch? Just that. And mark my words. Mark my words. If this continues to happen with YouTube, Twitch will see it. Amazon will see it as a profitable thing. And we're going to see a bunch of YouTubers jumping from, as we have seen, jumping from YouTube to Twitch in mass exodus, and they're going to ruin the platform. Never mind the girls who show their cleavage. Never mind the people that use misleading titles. Never mind the clickbait. Never mind the garbage overlays. Never mind any of that. When people try to bring their philosophy and their ideas to a platform that already exists, and they try to change the community and bend it to their will, that's when corruption happens. That's when people start to dissociate from Twitch and from YouTube. If you want to see where YouTube was years ago, look no further than the Wayback Machine. Look at old videos. Look at how less restrictive it was. In fact, if you want to know how the internet used to be, look no further than Games Done Quick. Awesome and Summer Games Done Quick. Before they became more corporate, before it became a massive live stream event. Look at it from people were dropping F-bombs and they were cracking jokes, but they were having fun. Now you look at it, people say things and they get banned. People do things and they get banned. This is just speculation, but I've read enough into it. The problem with it is when you try to make yourself way too accepting to everyone, you exclude everyone. When you try to become completely PC and you try to become completely progressive, PC, I can't think of the word right now. It's been a long day. When you try to become like that and you essentially alienate all of your major content creators, you're just going to lose your service. You're just going to lose everything you've built and worked on for the last, over a decade. I've been a YouTube content creator since 2008. I did videos previously. I made my channel, McDovin1, in 2008. I've stuck with it, off and on. And I don't see a purpose to it anymore. People, again, are getting burnt out. People are losing their jobs. People are going crazy. Becoming a YouTube partner meant something years ago. People would get the letter. I said this, but people would get the letter and they would be excited. Now you can basically become a partner. You can monetize your videos and you can make money. I'm telling you, if YouTube doesn't change, which it's not, it's doomed itself. And this demonetization is just another issue that's been going on. People have been bitching about YouTube for years. This is just the latest. And it's going to only get worse. It's going to get worse. Unless there is a massive, and I mean a massive 180 in YouTube's, in Google's, management, their leadership. Satire is becoming reality, sadly. And the only way you can take down a giant is by being the underdog. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. Demonetization is going to happen, and it's garbage, and people are going to lose their jobs. And people are opening up Patreons, and people are saying, whatever you want on it. But the reality of it is YouTube is not a sustainable source of income. And I hate to say it, but it's like with Twitch. If you did not get on board that train, you did not become a true partner, a high-end partner, you've lost your chance. There is no way to build that audience. Am I jealous? Am I envious of these content creators who seemingly haven't put in as much work as I did in the past? Yes, I will fully say it. I am. But at least I'll admit I am. And It's why I've given up. It's why I upload whatever I want now. And you know what that freedom gives you? Happiness. That freedom to upload whatever you want without fear is relieving. Because I don't have to tiptoe around the rules. I just say, screw it. I will deal with the consequences as they come. Do I try to find music that isn't copywritten? I try. I mean, I use OC Remix. But I don't feel like I have to say, I can't, I don't feel like I have to censor myself. If I want to say fuck, I'll say fuck. If I want to say shit, I'll say shit. But I don't have any intention of censoring my content and stuff, This kind of, again, this is just really just me going on a tangent, but if you are a YouTube content creator and you've been doing this straight for the money, shame on you. But at the same time, you were smart, you made a profit off of it, and you want to get paid for your work, and that's good. I mean, no one wants to work for free, and no one should work for free. As I say, this as a radio intern who's doing all this for free. I don't make any sense, but I'm doing it for experience. If you can game the system, well, I guess you game the system. But yeah, demonetization is a massive problem, and it's only just one of many problems. And so there's a question of, okay, so what happens after that? I don't have the answers. I don't have the answers. Because I'm not smart enough to have the answers. Nor do I want to claim I have the answers. YouTube is going to go through a massive resurgence. It's going to screw up and screw up and screw up. And it's going to piss a lot of people off. And it's going to continue to do that. But I will make one suggestion. Don't watch the Vine stars. Don't watch the channels that use clickbait. Don't watch the channels that are using, oh my god, so scary, at 3 a.m. garbage titles. Fidget spinners are dead. Don't watch videos that are just blatant memes. Don't watch bland content. Don't support these people. Don't give them any ad revenue. Don't do any of it. Just think for yourself and find stuff you like. Because at the end of the day, just because the top channels are profiting and not really being affected by this, the smaller channels, there's still some that are really good. And as long as YouTube doesn't screw with them completely to the point that they can no longer make their content, which is happening, but as long as those channels are still able to do it, YouTube will still be still about you. But remember, you are YouTube. YouTube is not Google. At the end of the day, it's all about its users. And if its users aren't watching the videos and aren't giving the advertisers money, or aren't buying stuff based from the ads, then there's no problem. Cheers. Peace.